Evening. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. It's a little after 6 and it is still 95 degrees outside. It is insanely hot. Yeah, it's also time to water. Sun's gone down enough where I don't get that reflectiveness to burn plants, so it's time for me to water. Having said that, we'll do a little tour here in a second. I got hoses here because I have to reconfigure, and I'll talk about that in just a second. I ran my large hose up here yesterday. And went ahead and watered this side of the wall. Typically I don't. Typically I get enough rain where this wall does all by itself what it needs to do. But my butterfly weed here was really looking bad. Kind of see how droopy this one is? Just a little droopy. It's not as perky as say this is. They were all like that. They had gotten hot. So I just came out and, ran the hose up here and gave everybody some water. Because they were just a little too droopy. Now it's going to be 100 plus again tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to do it again, just not tonight, because of all the stuff I did, and I took buckets of water over to the fig tree, and you can see even right now let me zoom in on him. He's not droopy, because I took buckets of water, because this is his first year in soil. So I'm going to turn my sprinkler on over here, but not to garden 2, so I can reconfigure the hoses, because I need to water the elderberry. I can't wait for it to rain. It's for the next week. I'm not going to get any rain, probably the next 2 weeks. So I want to go ahead and water them down, and then fill the swell. And to do that, I got to reconfigure hoses. Having said that, one of my hoses is got a leaky spot on it. So this one will replace the leaky spot, and the leaky spot will go into garden 3. That way it can leak into the garden and not just water grass, because, I don't need to water grass. It's just not happening. Soaker hose to replace the one that the rodent ate through, a couple others so I can do the reconfiguration, and then not have to, in 4 days or whenever, when we finally get some rain, change it back. I can leave it as is and life is okay for the rest of the season. That way, should we stay this dry through, say, August, because normally my yellow grass, normally it's not yellow until August. We don't typically get this hot in July, but it's here. Deal with it, So anyway, let me get started. Let me move some hoses around. Let me turn the water on to this area only. That way, when I'm done, I can, shut this off and water something else. All right, talk to you in a few. So this is one of my baby elderberries. And you can see where the leaves are just like really droopy. Don't look a good vibrant green. They don't look like that. Does that make sense? And it's lack of water. And what's crazy is this is one of my older trees, and you can see where some of his lower branches here are the same way they're droopy. And it's just the heat. So everybody gets 10 minutes of direct hose, and it's time to switch hoses from him to him. So everybody will get 10 minutes of hose, and then I'm going to actually fill all 4 of my buckets again. So during the week I can, come out and give everybody a gallon of water, all the way down, because I don't have a soaker hose set up here. Elderberry are natural to this area and will grow natural in this area. What I'm dealing with is that I have a lot of blooms this year, and I don't want to lose them. And we don't typically get into the hundreds in July. Normally that doesn't happen until August. So the last thing I want is it to start killing off seed heads, because it just can't take the heat, save itself, kill the seeds. So, kill the elderberries. So that's what we're doing anyway. So I'm changing the hose, because each of these are going to get their 10 minutes of watering to include the passion fruit. Then I'm going to fill the buckets, and then I'm going to fill the swell. And I say that because if you look at my passion fruits, there's one, there's another one. Does that make sense? And you just kind of, they're all doing well. I got passion fruit all the way down here on the ground. There's some There's a couple. Hi, Miss Panda Bear. I know you're checking it out. See, and there's my passion flower. So they're white. They're not the purple that I've seen before, but that's okay. You know? So she's over there drinking water. All right. Anyway, let me get to watering. Talk to you in a few. So, you know, I love the way my camera picks up light because it is not this bright out here. I was worried about whether or not we could film. I don't know. All right, so what did we do? Each elderberry, there are 6 of them, got 10 minutes worth of water directly at its roots. Trust me, they loved it. I say that because this is the little one I showed you first. He got the water first. And if you notice his branches here, still a little curly, but no longer droopy. And that's all of them overall. You can look at all of his branches. None of them are drooping right now. He needed a drink. Whew, probably saved my baby's life. Anyway, all of them got the same drink. This is the other one I showed you. He got watered third, so he's still very curly, but nowhere near as droopy as he was, which is awesome. You know? Whew. After that, after everybody got their... Sorry, I got something stuck on me here. Alrighty. Filled all my buckets. So that way I can come over. I have a little blue 1-gallon bucket. It's over there in the white barrel right now. But I can bring it in here, and for the next several days where we're hitting 100-degree temperatures, I can take a 1-gallon bucket of water and just give him a drink. Give him a drink, you know. Use this one here, give him a drink. So everybody will get, you know, just, you know, it's nice to have a gallon of water as a drink when you're hot. Same thing over here. Buckets are full. You know, everybody can have a gallon. That way I don't have to do these hoses or leave the hoses set up like this, because like this right now, garden 2 gets no water. And that's not a good thing. So I'll have to put the hoses back, but that's okay. And the reason why I say it's okay long term, if you notice, I'm filling the swell again. Yes, Panda's over there. It's her personal swimming hole. She's missed it. Whew. Why do I want to do that? My elderberry have been here for 3 years. So they're naturalized, for lack of better words. Their roots go deep, and when the water here soaks into the ground, does that make sense? A little 1-gallon thing for the next possibly 14 days of 100-degree temperatures will be easy for them. Does that make sense? They're going to be happy and content with it. And if you look, Panda's down at the end. She's, again, playing in the water, and it's spreading like it's supposed to over here. And this is the end, right about where the log is, where it overflows and goes back down where it's always gone, down the hill. So Panda's having a blast. She's so silly. She's like, I got my own personal creek, Mom. All right, now having said that, since I had the hose down here and it's been on, I did water everybody. So there's my little 1-gallon bucket that, hey, sorry about that. Yeah, that was me tripping over the hose that I don't have tacked down yet. Anyway, that's the 1-gallon bucket. You can see everybody got water since I had the hose down here. This hose here, because this is all gravity fed, if it drops down here and then comes back up here, it won't water well. So, yeah, I put the wood across so it stays semi-even, and thus can water. This is also the hose that I had to move. I'm going to put you on hold. I got to sneeze. Whew, bless me. Sorry, I actually stopped you instead of pausing you. Didn't mean to. Again, sorry. Anyway, this is the hose that I moved because it's the one that was leaking and watering grass, and I don't need it to water grass. Now, from what I can tell, the leak has always been down at this end. If it leaks in this bed, that's okay. Does that make sense? I don't have anything planted in this bed except for right here. And the marigolds that are right there. Does that make sense? Because that's the walkway, so that has to move. They will end up moving into this area here as well. So if I turn this hose on and it leaks, it's not going to matter because it'll leak into this bed. Gave these guys in here some water. Gave the sunflowers some water. So everybody's got a little bit of water. Again, the only people who didn't get water is Garden 2, and I will water them tomorrow morning. Having said that, one of those funny things. I like Anaheim peppers. That's what I have. And somehow or another, I think I ended up with a banana pepper in my Bix. I don't know, but that's what I think. All right. I'm going to leave you with an image of the marigolds. Aren't they pretty? And Miss Panda and I, we'll see you later.